Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Homegrown EV maker Ultraviolette made its foray into the European market by expanding its retail presence across Germany, France, the UK, Italy, Switzerland, among others. This foray is driven by strong motorcycle culture in Europe. That's the word coming in from Ultraviolette CEO and co-founder Narayan Subramaniam. He further says once business takes off in two continents, it will mull over going public. Here's a slice of that conversation.
Yes, it is a huge milestone for us. It's been 8 years of R&D. We've started retailing the F77s in India, and the same products are now going to be retailing in Europe today with the launch in Paris. And for us, the vision when we started the company between Neeraj, my co-founder, and myself was to create a brand out of India that can lead cutting-edge innovation in technology and design and can scale globally. And we felt when it comes to the world of electric mobility, we have an opportunity to develop technology ground up. And of course, with the right kind of design that resonates with consumers both in India and overseas, this is a market waiting for disruption.
Well, this is a market waiting for disruption. So could you shed some light on what are the key markets that you are eyeing at this point? And also, Europe is a mature and fiercely competitive two-wheeler market. How do you plan to stand out against legacy ICE and EV brands in Europe?
Right, for us, we see that exact point as a matter of advantage because the motorcycling culture is quite strong. The two-wheelers here are a means of commute and a means of necessity means of commute for most people. And the awareness in the IC world is quite strong as well. And if you look at the countries that we're targeting to begin with, which is Germany and South, which is Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Portugal, UK, these are markets with a good level of awareness in two-wheelers, a good level of awareness when it comes to electrification in four-wheelers, and the market in the motorcycling segment is at a crossroads where the current electric options are prohibitively expensive. And that is where Ultraviolette is targeting our F77s to be priced at parity with the comparable IC engine products in these markets.
You have made your Europe foray. The startup is doing really great. Does this European foray mark the beginning of Ultraviolette's IPO ambitions? What's next? Southeast Asia, the Middle East, or the US?
Interesting markets. US is, of course, quite interesting. Southeast Asia, two-wheelers is a very strong means of commute and necessity here as well. And Latin America is also a very interesting opportunity for us. As you look at the quantum of two-wheelers retailing there. And moving on to an IPO, I think that point may be close to 2 years from now, where we have a stable business operating out of a few of these continents and multiple product lines across all forms of two-wheelers.
Okay. And how are you dealing with the EU regulations around battery traceability, recycling, and carbon footprint? What is the long-term play here? Will you manufacture or assemble locally in Europe eventually?
Yeah, so this year is a pilot for us. So the Europe market expansion is pilot while we actively expand across India. And as part of being compliant to retail in Europe, a lot of what you mentioned are situations that we need to be geared up for as well. And not just Ultraviolette, our network, our ecosystem, and the supply chain as well. So battery recycling is already actively being figured out globally. It is simpler to recover lithium from older generation battery packs than to mine it from the earth. So in that regard, there are a lot of recycling plants that have been coming up across the world. And we know of companies that are doing it in India today as well.
Okay, Narayan, so we're looking at a 2-year timeline for the IPO and we're looking at bigger plans for the US, Latin America and more. Thank you so much, Narayan, and congratulations and best of luck to you and to Ultraviolette as well. Thank you for joining us here on CNBC.
Pleasure joining you.